Meet CJ. He's working on a family budget. He's 28 years old, makes a little over $80,000 a year, and he's single with one child. Right now, CJ's making some difficult decisions about clothing for his son.
Should I get some pants for my kids, or should I just let them go pantless?
Get him a onesie.
I got him one onesie,
Then
okay?
they're
only $8.
Actually, CJ is in 8th grade. He and his classmates from Rocky Run Middle School are spending the day learning about budgets and economics at Finance Park. Finance Park is a freestanding building that looks more like a mini shopping mall than a classroom. It was built through a partnership between FCPS, several local corporations, and the nonprofit organization Junior Achievement. Part of Junior Achievement's mission is to educate students about workplace readiness. Here at Finance Park, students get hands-on, sometimes difficult lessons about the workplace, money, and their future.
Well, it was really hard, so I know in the future I'm going to have to be a little more careful on how I spend, because I kind of decided to just spend a lot of money right off the bat and then realized at the end that I was way over and I had to decrease everything, and then it became hard near the end to cash out and all that.
What I'd like them to come away with at the end of the day is how tricky personal finance can be, what it really is like to make these kind of decisions, and hopefully make them better citizens. I mean, our whole curriculum is about citizenship, and fiscal responsibility is a key point of being a good citizen.
All FCPS 8th graders spend at least one day at Finance Park. Here, they receive hands-on learning that closely resembles the classic board game Life. Upon arrival, students receive their life situation, their age, salary, marital status, and so forth. From here, they make a budget.
The kids' meal comes with a beverage.
Yeah, but the parents don't.
Oh, you're married.
Yeah.
Right.
Then students pay bills and make purchases by visiting storefronts from actual businesses. Here, students simulate the purchase of homes, cars, insurance, utilities, and unexpected expenses.
Oh, you have poison ivy.
Getting students immersed by role-playing the lives of adults reinforces the financial literacy lesson.
I think when they come, it's a little bit more exciting. We do have schools that come in business casual clothes. They ask the kids to dress up, and they take it a little bit more seriously, it feels like. They come and it's like they go in a storefront and they get to pay bills and they get to walk around, and I think it's just it makes more impact when they get to come to a place, and that's what you get to do when you come here.
It was more us teaching ourselves and getting to experiment ourselves instead of the teacher just giving us papers and telling us what to do. So that was cool.
Well, honestly, at school I wouldn't really pay attention as much, and this is a really fun hands-on, visual way. I thought I'm a visual learner, so it was really fun to see and go into the stores and actually be hands-on with the things that you're doing.
I found it really surprising how much groceries cost and how much housing costs and how everything all sort of fits together, and it's not one thing after another. It's everything sort of is a big part of a puzzle.
With the immersive atmosphere at Finance Park, learning moves from simple addition and subtraction to gaining critical life skills. Many students have the realization that planning for their future begins right now.
Kids are very expensive, extremely expensive, so I think 1 or 2 kids might be okay, but not more than that. I think that's the limit.
I learned what it really takes to be an adult and have to pay for all the little things, and how little things will add up, and just how much you really have to pay for.
It's a lot more important to me now, going into high school. I need to be really focused into what I'm going to do when I get older.
I realize how important it is to get a good education, because if you don't get a good annual salary, then you're sort of not in a good spot. And so I realize how difficult it is to find houses and cars and to get all your payments in with a bad salary.
By taking lessons in economics, budgeting, and financial literacy, these middle schoolers are getting prepared for the coursework they'll be required to take in high school. But more importantly, lessons like these instill true life skills required to be successful in the future and in the game of life.
With my class, I've been tweeting, so I bring my phone around and I tweet some of the things they said. There's a lot of people wondering whether or not they can just divorce their husband and have him keep the kids. A lot of them are shocked at how expensive it is to have a family. I've heard a lot of "I wish I were single" comments. So those are kind of my favorite, and some of them are shocking. One student said, "I can't believe I had a kid at 22." I mean, because they're doing the math and they're realizing that it's, being an adult isn't as fun as they think it may be. So hopefully they're learning to push it off a little.
We feel like that personal finance is something that everybody should learn. Just like when you learn how to ride a bike or you learn how to swim, it basically can save your life eventually. So that way you will not live paycheck to paycheck when you get older.
I came here and I saw that I had an $81,000 salary, and I realized that to get that you have to have good college education, because my friends who had like $50,000 or below had a much more tougher time budgeting, and they probably got that salary because they wouldn't have gone to college or got a bad job or something.
I'm gonna buy my $467 shoes. Who would ever do that? I'm gonna buy a tie too.